Here with volleyball coach Mike Lester. Coach, talk about a tough weekend, and we talk about this just about every year that you have this weekend. You've got St. Ben's and Concordia, a tough loss to both of them. Very tough teams to play back-to-back nights.
Yeah, it's always a tough weekend, but that's the nature of being in our league. We've got to either play them here or play them on the road. They actually had a tougher weekend than we did because they had to make that trip. But they're both very good teams, and we competed really well, just like we have all year. There hasn't been a match all season that we've been out of it, and we did that again this weekend.
I think you talk about those two teams, two very good teams, two first-place teams. Right. Now we look ahead to Wednesday. You've got Bethel here at home, your last home match, and another team that's tied for first in the league. So yeah. You talk about a schedule that's really making things very difficult for you guys.
It is, but at the same time, Donnie, that's what our league is. It's just competitive from top to bottom, and we've got teams that are 2 and 3 and 1 and 4 in the league that have beaten some of the top teams, and on any given night somebody can beat somebody, and that's what you have to expect when you go out to play.
Let's talk a little bit about the Bethel match.
Sure.
A very important match for you guys as you guys head into really the crux of your conference schedule. How important is it do you look at it all, that being the last home match?
We would for sure normally if it was senior night, but we already had senior night just this last week, and so that's out of the way. But we've had great crowd support all year long, and so I think from that perspective we want to go out and really play well in front of our home crowd for the last time.
As you head into this match, what's going to be the key? Obviously Bethel's 5-1 in the conference. They're one of those teams that's playing very well. What's going to be the key for St. Mary's to knock off the Royals?
Yeah, it's interesting. Year in and year out, whenever we play Bethel, it's very typically very close competitive matches. So I think the key is to see who can finish games. When you hit that 22-22 mark, who's going to make that big play at the end of the game to win that set and move on to the next match. I think that's going to be the key.
A lot of your younger ladies are getting some baptism by fire, so to speak, in playing some of the top teams in the conference, and really are seeming to do a very good job.
Yeah, it's been great. We knew coming into this season we were going to have some young kids in some important roles when you graduate 17 years from the year before, and the expectations on them have been pretty high, but I think they've handled it very well.
Talk a little bit about the play of Sabrina Bush. She really stepped up on Saturday against Concordia and was your top kill getter, so to speak. Talk a little bit about her play and what her role is on this team.
Yeah, I'm really happy for Bree in so many ways. She went into last season most likely going to be our starting outside, on the outside, in our first match of the year, had that season-ending ankle injury, and she's really worked hard to get herself back into a spot. And it's interesting. We go out into a match situation, and I know that Lexi feels very comfortable in some key situations getting the ball to Bree, and I'm pretty proud of her for that.
You've got a couple of individuals who are really in some roles that they're called upon. I look at Rania as another one who really kind of has stepped into a role where she needs to really perform and is really doing a great job in an interesting role.
Yeah, Kathy's had a great season. I mean, we talk, at the end of each of our practices, each of our matches, we talk about, what's something that somebody did in practice or during the match that got you excited and really, feeling good about how they played. And, time and time again, Kathy comes up from her teammates as somebody that's really playing well. So, yeah, she's done a great job in that role for us.
Well, let's hope that they all can do really well on Wednesday, 7 o'clock against Bethel here at home, last home match of the season.
Great. Thanks, Sonny.
Thank you.